So what I'm going to do is select this one, confirm my selection. It takes just a couple of minutes for you to actually see this being created. They're creating the project for you. Sometimes it'll take a few minutes. Ta-da, there it is. Now it's going to ask you for an OpenAI key, which you then need to go and get your own key. And I'm going to pause here while I'm actually creating a key. And the way that you're going to do that, you have to go to your OpenAI account and create your own. You just go into Google and type in create an OpenAI API key. That is where you're going to do it. I have a paid account there. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll put your own OpenAI key in here. And once you've done that, you will go into next step. Okay, the next step is for you to put in your own Stripe API key. So you're going to go to your Stripe account, and a lot of businesses are already using Stripe, so this should be familiar to you as well. And you can also do optionally get Google OAuth login, which allows people to sign in with Google. But if you leave this blank, they'll just use Easysite's credentials. So I don't necessarily mess with that until later if you're in a hurry. All right, when we complete setup, we've got the website ready to go. So this is the micro app. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. Looks just like what they showed us in the preview page, right? And this is one of those where I said I would probably update the testimonials, and I probably update or remove this little scrolly thing altogether. And I am thinking I would add a video that shows people how to use the platform. First, I'm going to learn it myself. So if you have added an app through Easysite, then what you're going to do here is you're going to say, hey, I want to update the look of this, the look and feel of this, and I'm going to make everything be more pink. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. So I'm going to find my visual style theme. You do not have to make this super hard, okay? So I actually have a design UI kit. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to make it more feminine. I'm going to apply what I call the elegant ember. I want to give it a little bit more of a bolder pink, which is this one. We'll fix that there too. Feminine, grounded elegance. We don't have to change the font here. And I'm not going to do a dark mode toggle because I don't need that. I think I'm actually good. I'm going to say to the entire site. Let's see what happens here. All right. So it's working to update the design, and it should not affect the technical functionality of this site. All right. So now you get a chance to see the end result. It took a little while, probably about less than 10 minutes, but it took a little bit of time because I gave it some very specific and detailed instructions about my palette that I wanted to use. And some of this I might tweak, because I don't like that green necessarily. But notice how it's already starting to become mine instead of looking like the other boring version of it. So let's look at it a little bit more closely. It's got my pinks in there. I'll probably update some of these words. But yeah, it's already starting to come together. And that was just based on the prompt that I actually included. What I would then do is I probably will go down here and I will end up just going through and ensuring that I update the footer, that I have my own links here added. And that's pretty simple to do. So what we'll do is right here, we can say we want to remove this. We can actually go into the settings and add images as well as in the SEO and add our own favicon for your logo, right? So we add that there. We'll update this stuff later because this is the SEO for this page. An asset right here is where I'll usually add different images that I see myself possibly putting on the page. I'm not going to do that right this minute, but if there's a video that I wanted to include it, which I will at some point, I would do that there. I just wanted to give you a feel for how this could be edited pretty quickly after you're done. So you can go here and you can edit this and add real testimonials versus having these placeholders, or maybe I'll do, because everything I do starts with stream. And then I'll say yes, save that. And in order for us to see it in action, the other thing I'm probably going to do, let's click on that. We'll say, again, replace. Okay, so it's added that little icon there for me. I usually try to go ahead and create a fake account. I have a little tester account so that I can see what it looks like when people sign in. And that is something that you're going to want to do because if you were to click on any of these other pages to get in, it's just going to take you to a page to be authorized. So I'm creating a test account right here. And then it's going to send a verification email, which I'm going to click and say yes. So look right here. It's going to ask us to verify our email. I'm just going to run some tests, but I will take it through the process of doing what it said, what the app said it was going to do. I'll also make sure that all the pages are updated. So I probably would go through each of these pages and make sure that my icon is updated according to what I have uploaded in there so that it looks like it's supposed to. I'd probably go through this privacy policy and make sure this is accurate. If there's anything you want to change or you want to point it to your existing policy, which is probably what I'll do, you'll want to do that too. Let's do while we're in the preview, I want to see what it looks like. So yeah, once I publish it, it looks show up there. It doesn't right here on the preview yet, but I'll publish when I'm ready. So after I've gone through each of the pages to make sure they look like they should, then I'll go through and just test it to ensure that the platform itself is working properly before I release it and start sharing it with people. And then it's ready to go. I mean, it's that simple. So I'm just going to go through and make some tweaks over time to ensure that it looks the way that I want it to look. I'm going to probably add some images and add a video and make sure people know how to use it. But other than that, once it's ready to publish, first of all, you're going to go back in here and update the SEO and ensure that the name, you're going to change the name so that when people get that login verification, it's coming from you and from your app. And you can add any other type of edits that you want to make to it. But this is how it works. So here I would change this, I would add an open graph image, and then it's pretty much going to be ready to publish. And when you're ready to give it a domain, you're going to go into websites, create your custom domain here, and then link it up to that new page. But that's it. That's how we make this work.